Ever since Church Militant released the story about predator priests in the SSPX, they have not backed down on attacking the organization in various other ways. Most recently, they claimed that the SSPX supporters are actually paid, and I must admit that this luxurious set that I use for YouTube was funded completely by the SSPX. My Word on Fire quality video editing software was funded by the SSPX. My professional quality lighting was funded by the SSPX. So I'm pretty much just a paid SSPX supporter. So don't take my word for it. Instead, listen to what Church Militant's witnesses have to say. You know, the ones who have served jail time. See, in their story about the SSPX, they interviewed several people who have served jail time. In 1999, Kurt Chacon was found guilty of stealing $3,000 worth of items from a church. Also in 2016, Sarah Maria Gonzalez was found guilty of running a teen party house in which she served teens with alcohol and drugs. Now obviously that doesn't mean that these people are wrong just because they went to jail, but it certainly causes some concern in their credibility. And on Twitter, Michael Voris went back and forth with Father Z. Father John Zolsdorf is a priest in Wisconsin, and he posted a tweet that said, "Church Militant is wrong about some things, right about others. Often people opine when they don't know what they don't know. The SSPX has its problems, so does the rest of the church." And Michael Voris responded by saying that the SSPX is in schism. Pope Francis granted the SSPX canonical faculties. So when Michael Voris says that the Nazi pedo organization is in schism, he is disobedient to Pope Francis. Is it Michael Voris that has the schismatic attitude? Also, Church Militant is using a common tactic of the left. When they have no competent argument, they will instead name-call the organization that they are trying to attack. So Michael Voris calls the SSPX Nazis, and according to the left, the worst thing you can be is a Nazi. So Michael Voris is just, again, using a tactic of the left here. And multiple times he accuses them of being Nazis. And so does Christine Niles. She spends most of her time on Twitter calling the SSPX different names like Nazi, pedo enabler. Now what it really comes down to is that Church Militant doesn't have any credibility on the subject of the SSPX. If they're going to do an investigative report, just do the investigative report without the horribly slanted bias. I know there are fans of Church Militant that watch this channel, but I mean, take a look at what they're doing. I'm not SSPX. I'm not saying that you have to be SSPX. What I'm saying is we should take an objective look at the SSPX. They're the ones who kept churches open whenever all the bishops in the United States shut down public masses. And if that happens again and your only option to attend mass is an SSPX church, would you attend an SSPX mass? And I think you need to make that decision for yourself rather than listen to Church Militant's bias against the SSPX. So this leads me to the question, why is Church Militant disobeying Pope Francis's decision regarding the SSPX canonical status, and why are they so strongly criticizing the SSPX for a few things that maybe some crazy followers are saying? Why is Church Militant not going after the Novus Ordo Church so strongly? Why are they turning to convicted criminals who have previously supported the SSPX as recently as just a few years ago, instead of actually asking people that worked for the SSPX, like the one blogger posted? And yes, there was a blogger who said he worked for the SSPX and he emailed Christine Niles and she just responded back and criticized him. Don't you think they'd want the truth rather than just one side of the story? I know I'll probably take a lot of criticism for this video. What we need is the truth. And in regards to the SSPX, I'll take Father Z's opinion over Church Militant's.